Hey everybody, Bryce here, Fit for Family Garden. Weekly update for you. Things are looking fantastic, if I do say so. So we're going to start here with the good old salad mix. As you can tell, I need to get in there and harvest some more. And what I'll probably do is thin a lot of this out, replant some things, and let a second batch go. Eggplants are looking great. I got a nice size one there. And a really good size one going right there. So some new ones starting. This is the first year I actually have some onions that are bulbing, so I'm pretty excited about that. Jalapeno plant going. So this is my zucchini and squash plants. Now you're probably sitting here wondering what happened, why is everything cut back and stuff like that. First off, there's one of my first zucchinis, so I'm happy about that. First thing is, I started seeing squash bugs and their eggs on the other sides of the leaves. So the ones that I saw leaves on, or the eggs on the leaves, you know, which just kind of went like this, and see, right there. There's a prime example. Best thing to do there is kill him. And then I take this, and anybody who has wondered what those things look like, there you go, that's what you're looking for. And I toss it out. That way, those suckers are not here, and I don't have to worry about them. Get rid of this bug too. And see, this is kind of what you're looking for. When you see something like that, best thing to do is take it out and get it out of your garden. For me, it just goes over the fence. But it's on a good note. I have, and trying to find it here, I got some squash going. Yeah, right there. My first yellow squash. I got some 8-ball zucchini that's starting to look good. A lot of male plants, not many female plants yet, but that'll change. One thing I did have to do though is I went, and you'll see here, it's another zucchini going. I went and I hand pollinated that one right there. And what I did is I pulled off one of these male flowers and just rub it in there, and it self-pollinates, you know, hand pollinates, and everything's good. So got some edamame going here, looking pretty good, a little fuzzy still, but definitely got some good ones started, which is great because we eat a lot of that in my household. Some sugar snap peas aren't doing that great, but you know, it jumped up to like 90 here. Swiss chard is looking awesome. Kale's starting to look pretty good and doing better. My red Russian kale still getting attacked by the white moths that you're seeing around here. Peppers are looking good. Nice big poblano over there. So I'll be harvesting that here in a little bit. Basil is doing really good. A lot of my cucumbers and squashes and all that growing up in here, looking pretty good. Got some starts, some right there, some more up here. So just some quick little glimpses in. Some more stuff over here. These are all cucumbers. I've seen a lot of bees in here, hopefully pollinating, but I haven't really seen too many of these turning into cucumbers yet. So a lot of flowers, not much out of them. Good thing is though, is I am seeing stuff like this off of some of my melons, and I came through here and I trimmed some of this back as well. That way, you know, the bees and other pollinators could see the flowers better. The Aunt Molly ground cherries are looking fantastic again. Like last year, lots of starts and everything else. Looks like I got a little squash plant, just volunteer right there, so I'll let that go. Some more onions through here. And every single pepper, there's that white moth. Oh, I need to get rid of it. Every single pepper you see through here, these are all volunteers. Same with the Malabar spinach. I had to come and redo the trellising here with some more of the rope that I used to tie everything off. but that's starting to go really good. I really like this spinach. It's nice, it's thick, it's heat tolerant and everything else. Brussels sprouts looking pretty eaten up, but hopefully we'll start getting some actual Brussels sprouts, like down in there, tightening up. There we go. There's my culprit. Gonna toss him out. There's some more on there, but garlic is looking fantastic. That's probably another 2 weeks and I'll be taking that off. Volunteer tomato plant, so I'm not sure, it's a cherry of some sort. But here's the other tomato plants. And as you can see, I started doing the Florida weave on these. So it's helping hold them up. I've had to trim some stuff back this year. You know, I have to be wary of that. You know, you don't want to see that on your leaves. That's a start of a blight, of fungus. So that'll get pulled out. But some of these I had to come back and I had to tie them off the stakes that I have in here because they were starting to lean a little bit too much. So they were bending over and everything else, and I haven't gotten high enough with all the plants to be able to weave them through. As you can see, some are taller than others. I have 12 plants right here in this little area, so I'm kind of high in density in it. It's sweet potatoes going here, here, and here. This is underneath a bird feeder, so anybody that says bird feeders won't, the seeds won't grow anything, proving you wrong. Finally got mulch down in this area, so that's great. A little blueberry plant going, raspberry fighting with some of the grass, and the best thing right here, look at these blackberries starting to come in. It's fantastic. This is year number 3 on this. We didn't get too much last year, but we are just killing it this year. Grapevine is I just don't know, you know, got a lot of these fungus spots on everything, and I've used fungicide, I've used about anything and everything I could think of, so I have a feeling I'm just going to yank this thing out this year once everything's said and done. And I'll build a box in this area. There's asparagus over there, all ferns. It's only year number 2, but I'll yank this thing out, put boxes in here, and use the trellis that I have here for more melons and squashes and everything else. Some more garlic through here, and some good sized rutabaga going. So we'll be harvesting some of these here pretty soon. Bunch of beets, and this here are radishes have gone to seed. So I got some seed pods. I'm just going to let these keep going, and I'm going to actually harvest these seed pods and pull the seeds out of them and everything else. That way I have more to plant. Carrots over there. I got some fennel going, some dill, some more Brussels sprouts, some more basil. This is my one big tomato plant. I only do one a year for sandwich tomatoes. As you can see, I got plenty of them going already. Some more in here. So been making sure to prune it back and get the airway through there. My one Tabasco pepper and my one mucho jalapeno, so getting some pretty good sized jalapenos off of that. I'm just letting those get bigger. And then this was a volunteer cherry tomato that came out of that bed over there. I moved it over here, so still waiting to find out what kind of cherry tomatoes that'll be. But that's it. It's kind of the update where we're at. I know I got some cleaning up to do in here. I do some of this chop and drop and let it kind of do its thing, but it's just not looking that tidy, so I need to get it cleaned up. But that's it. We'll update you next week. Thanks.